Darian, kind of a transition in the last couple of days from fall camp to more school and in-season kind of stuff. What'd you get out of fall camp, and what's it feel like now to kind of be getting ready for the game?
Fall camp was just a great opportunity for the team to come together, not only on the field but also off the field, get to learn more about different individuals that we didn't know much about previously to them coming to Boise State, like the younger guys. And on the field, it was a great help. I mean, we're around each other for so many hours a day during fall camp, and we get to go out there and practice the things we learned in the meetings on the field. So it was great. Now, like you said, we're getting back into it, getting back into the groove of things with school and things of that sort. So we're hitting it rolling.
The first day of school comes, you kind of know that it's time to get serious about the games and what's coming up in front of you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. When school comes around, so is football season. I mean, not only in the facilities but also around campus. You see a lot of students getting ready for the season also. And we're excited about it. And work is not done yet. We still have a long way to go since fall camp has ended, and got a couple more weeks to make it happen.
What do you hear on campus the last couple of days?
We better be Washington. That's pretty much it.
Darian, you're 5 interceptions away from being number 3 all-time at Boise State. What is it about the way that you play that allows you to get so many picks?
I think the way I prepare has a big thing to do with that. If I didn't prepare the way I did as much as I do, then I'm pretty sure the number wouldn't be so high, or I wouldn't be so close to being 3rd. But actually, you telling me this is the first time I've heard it, so that's not really something that I look into too often. I just go out there and just play my game.
What do you see in the rest of the secondary this year? You got some faces that are back that played a lot last year. You got some new guys working in, and how is it going to be working with a nickel that looks more like a DB than a linebacker?
Yeah, we do have a lot of guys coming back, and that's an advantage to us. They know the system, and we work well as a unit. And having Chance as a nickel, like you said, a DB type guy, it helps me out, and I feel a bit more comfortable in things that we're doing. So it'll be fun, and I'm ready to get started.
You mentioned at the beginning finding out about some of those young guys that haven't been here before. Who stood out to you? Maybe some of those true freshmen, some guys that are new.
Tyler Horton is a corner. He's had a very good fall camp. Impressed a lot of coaches and also players, and I'm excited to see what happens with him in the future.
Caldwell was saying the other day that he learned last year that Armand Nance is a really good leader on this team, and he didn't really know it, and saw people kind of rally around him. What does he bring to the locker room, to the field, that you guys seem to rally around?
Yeah, one thing on this team, we have leaders that lead by example, and also we have vocal leaders. And I feel like Armand is a mixture of both of those. He's a very vocal guy. He gets the team going, especially the defense, and even offensive guys as well. So he just brings that vocal aspect to the team that we need at times.
Getting back to Horton, what was he able to do? I mean, before fall practice started, what was he able to do to get up to speed so quickly, I guess? Do you know by chance?
There's some guys that are just quick learners when they get here. They just grasp onto the concepts and things like that. They watch film with the older guys and they ask questions, and he was able to do that, so it all paid off for him in fall camp.
I don't know, you can talk to true freshmen or whatnot, but did those guys know that, did those guys feel like they needed to make a presence, obviously, early in fall camp because there needed to be some depth behind, Moxie and Dion?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they had an idea that they needed to do that. Also, it was just about them having their first year in college. They're just getting here. I mean, everybody's a star in high school, so when you get to college, you just want to go out there and play and prove yourself, and that's what their mindset was this fall.
How's your chemistry developing with the safeties you're lining up with this year?
Oh, we have great chemistry. Friends on and off the field. We give each other advice on things that have nothing to do with football, so in turn, that actually helps out our game. So we're a close unit, and we'll be fine.
In addition to playing Coach Peterman, you guys are starting at home for the first time for anybody on this roster, I think, starting at home. What's that going to be like, not having to get on a plane for the first game and open it up at home?
That'll definitely be nice. Of course, Bronco Nation is excited about it. And I mean, I'm looking at the stadium now. It's going to be packed. It's going to be very loud, and Coach Pete's going to be on the other side. It's just going to be a great atmosphere for everybody.
I know you mentioned the students saying you got to be Washington. I mean, do you get a sense for the students, the fans in this town, Bronco Nation, just how big this game is?
Oh, definitely. If it's not from the coaches or the students, family, friends, and everybody, it's a huge game. It's a huge game for this program, for the history of this program, especially, like you said, with Coach Pete and everything he's done for it. So it's going to be a great game. We're excited. We're going to get after it, and we'll see what happens on September 4th.
Are the days going slow now? Does it get to that point where you're just ready for the game to be here, or what's kind of the feeling like?
Oh, we've been ready for the game since the Fiesta Bowl. So, of course, it's dragging along, but it's almost here. On the calendar, days are counting down, and we have less than two more weeks before kicking off.
What kind of improvement have you seen in the defense through the last few weeks?
We're just learning how to play with each other. We're learning how to play up to speed and be that dominant defense that you hear us talking about all of the time. A lot of guys are cleaning up on their assignments and actually learning what the coaches are expecting from them. So that actually helps everyone.
I know Harsh talks about quarterback play and defensive line play being the key to a football team. What kind of confidence do you guys have in that defensive line that you've got all those seniors over there this year?
Oh, we have great confidence in our defensive line. Like you said, there's plenty of depth. Every position on the line is depth, and there's a lot of older guys, and we also have a lot of young guys that will actually be able to contribute to the team. So I feel great about our defensive line. I know our coaching staff does, and so does the rest of the team.
What was kind of the reaction when Coach Harsin told you guys that you were going to roll Finley as the starter? And I know you guys were probably wondering how that was going to shake out. How'd that kind of go down, and what's kind of the confidence level in him from the team?
Oh, we're happy. We're happy for Finley. Anyone that he would have chosen would have been fine with. But Finley is a guy that actually stood out in my eyes as being a leader and taking control of the offense and running it as fluently as the coaches would like.
Does it feel like everything's, kind of named a starting quarterback? Does it feel like everything's kind of starting to fall into place? As we're 10 days out before kickoff?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as we get closer, it seems like every day something else is falling into place, and we're just building a team. And by September 4th, we'll have all the pieces together and we'll be ready to rock.
Darian, going into your senior year, how do you feel different now than you did on day one in 2012?
I'm more confident in my ability, and I am more experienced, obviously. And I think the big part of my game, which helped me to elevate, was the experience coming along with the years and learning from the older guys. And now that I'm here, being an older guy myself, I'm just trying to relay the information that I learned to the younger guys. So I'm more confident. I feel more comfortable. So yeah.